even knowing all the efficient study techniques, having a decent routine, and all of that, this skill is something that the top 1% students have that most students don't. And no, it's not crack cocaine. Now, the thing is, school, especially university, becomes a time management thing, and especially for those who have a lot of hobbies. However, in my university, I noticed that most students who really get really high scores in exams, especially, have this one character trait that I've noticed that no one else has. And you might be thinking, it's probably the amount of caffeine they drink per day. And first of all, no, it's not that. It's per hour, not per day. So what exactly is that one character trait that separates the top 1% students from the rest? And this goes pretty much with everything in life. If you have this character trait, then pretty much you will somehow excel in some way in any avenue in life. So, Kai, what the fuck is it? Just freaking tell us already. Well, that character trait is obsession. Straight up obsession. One common trait that I've noticed with top students is that they're quite obsessed with studying and perfecting their craft. They don't treat studying as a secondary part of their lives. It is their lives. I remember going to school before this major test, and I already studied for the test a week before. So a few days before the exam, I didn't really focus on reviewing that much as I already did my part. However, I noticed one of my classmates who was one of the top students in our class at that time. I noticed every time I saw her, she was literally reviewing every chance she got. During lunch, I would see her studying, and in between classes, I would see her studying. And one thing just went through my mind at that time. Damn, I think Rust is on sale today. The thing is, I'm someone who really likes optimizing their life so that I can include other avenues in my life. However, if we're talking about literally top 1%, then it's quite clear that they set their priority in their life to just one thing. Now, before we get into the question of how we can become obsessed with studying, I think the more important question is, do you even want to be obsessed? Now, aside from your crush, I think obsession is not for everyone. It really boils down to your priorities. Are you willing to have no life? Okay, I'm just kidding. But seriously though, if you really want to be the top 1%, then it will take a lot of work. Not just regular work, but work as in it will take a lot of discipline and, you said it, obsession. I did get a line of 9 average while balancing my other hobbies and my YouTube channel, and I have to tell you that in order for me to balance all these things, I literally quite have to be super disciplined, and it comes with a cost. I remember I would tell my friends that I couldn't hang out with them just probably because I'm working or studying. Somehow throughout time, I developed a sense of obsession towards juggling everything in my life. Now, in terms of values, I am quite dedicated to achieving my goals to the point where I would literally choose not to be in a relationship just to focus on that right now. And no, I'm not totally coping that I'm probably going to be single and alone forever. So, before you want to be serious about this, I want you to ask yourself first, do you really want to be obsessed? Do you want to suffer now temporarily in the pursuit of perfection and reap the benefits later? Are you the type to grind and to chase the glory and have winning be inevitable? Or are you just the type to enjoy the moment no matter what? At this point, it really just comes down to character and priorities and your desires. Of course, everyone wants to be the top 1%, but not everyone needs to be. You can live your life using efficient study methods and being disciplined to balance pretty much studies and your hobbies, but if you want to reach that 1%, then it's time to be obsessed. So, welcome to the realm of the top people. Whether that be the top athlete, the top student, or the top anything. If you want to achieve that kind of prestige, then it all begins with mindset. Now, first of all, you might be asking, who the hell are you, freaking David Goggins? And first of all, stay hard. Not that kind of hard. Second, the reason why a lot of people start with the mindset is because that's pretty much the root of our motivation, our desires. There is no point in moving to a specific goal in life if you don't have the mindset to do it at first. Growth takes a lot of characteristics, and being obsessed means that you will have a lot of dedication if you're aiming for the top. Ali Abdaal recently made a video on how he got rich, and the one characteristic that he described is that he was quite literally obsessed with money. Quite literally to the point where he would decide to shift all of his energy from balancing medicine and entrepreneurship to just purely entrepreneurship. meaning that unfortunately, if you want to hit that level, then you will have to compromise on certain aspects in your life. For example, I know one friend who topped her exam and told me that she literally did not spend any time with anything else and just focused on studying. And while talking to her, in the back of my mind, I was like, I wonder when my road bike package arrives. And just from that interaction, it was clear from what priorities that we had from at that time. And that kind of sealed the deal of what my priorities were. She was thinking about the new quiz for the week, and I was thinking about my new bike for the weekend. Which moves me to the main thing that you will have to deal with in order to become one of the greats, which is compromise. But you don't have to compromise your time with today's sponsor, Akiflow. This segment of the video is sponsored by your friend Akiflow. Now, Akiflow has been a sponsor of the channel for so long, and for very good reason. It's a wonderful tool for people like me managing a lot of things in their life. If you guys don't know, Akiflow is essentially an all-in-one calendar app where you can integrate so many apps into this one calendar to-do list system. For example, as a student and a content creator, I have to schedule my exams and my tasks and my projects as well, and I don't personally like having the hassle of having way too many apps. I like having my system streamlined and simple. And that's what Akiflow pretty much solves. Akiflow solves that problem of being a great all-in-one to-do list calendar with lots of integrations. Just to have everything in one app is just very convenient to me, and I've been using this application for almost a year now, and they're consistently updating this app as well, adding a lot of features and even adding AI as well. Think of Akiflow as this premium to-do list calendar app with a lot of functionality as well. At its core, it's a calendar to-do list system, but it has so much more. For example, you can label each task you have depending on different projects. You can assign priority to each task as well, and you can just simply drag and drop your tasks onto the calendar itself, which is pretty useful. What's cool is you can even assign certain tasks to different weeks or months depending on your deadline. For example, some tasks are really meant for the week and some tasks are really meant for the whole month, and Akiflow allows you to do that. One of my favorite features of Akiflow is the routine feature, which allows you to plan your entire week or your next day. It shows you a recap of your previous week or day and tells you different statistics, and you can then start planning your week or your day right from the routine, which is a pretty cool way of planning out your entire life segment by segment. Every start of my morning and my night, I always open Akiflow just to check the routine feature so that I'm pretty much set on the day. If you guys are people who need to manage so many things in your life, and let's say you're even an aspiring creator, upcoming with projects and everything, then I highly recommend Akiflow. If you guys want to try Akiflow, head down to the link in the description to try out Akiflow. They've been a long time supporter of the channel, so thank you Akiflow for sponsoring this segment of the video. Again, head down to the link in the description to try out Akiflow for yourself. Thank you again Akiflow, I can finally feed my family meat. Anyway, back to the video. So now if you actually decide to not have a life, let's talk about how you can actually get there without completely frying your brain. Because let's face it, obsession just doesn't magically appear. It's kind of trained, like a gym membership for your mind. I don't know why I made that reference. I think I'm just guilty that I didn't live today. The first way to build obsession is to have a bigger reason behind what you're doing, which is back to my tip, mindset. If your goal is to get good grades, honestly, that's not gonna cut it. It has to be bigger. That's what she said. It has to be more linked to your values and goals. So for me personally, my goal is to be so rich that I can buy a fridge with a freaking iPad built on the front door. Because when you have a strong enough why, the how becomes automatic. The second thing is to immerse yourself, to romanticize the process. If you want to be obsessed with something, you will have to give the time in order to further pursue that endeavor. And while some say that being well-rounded is better than being a one-trick Z-main, in this video we're talking about being the top 1%, and that means that you will literally have to be one trick. I'm not saying that you will have to give up literally everything else in your life, but you will have to compromise in some way. You might have less time to spend with friends, or you might have less time to build your dream body, but note what I'm saying is that you're just lessening time. You're not eliminating. And finally, going back to romanticizing the process, think of it as being obsessed with your craft. Being so obsessed that you want to be the best of the best that winning is just inevitable. You start spending more time becoming the best, and eventually you'll start allocating your energy into this one avenue in your life, and pretty much after having time and discipline and systems, I'm sure your road to the top will happen. Now, going back to the first question, do you really want this life? I made this video because I made this observation among the top people that they tend to have this obsession-like characteristic. And during the time when I had straight 9s, I also had this obsession-like character. And while this obsession, I think it's great and it's synonymous with great artists, again I want to ask, do you really want this? While there are motivational speakers who advocate the mindset of going through hard times, obviously it's not for everyone. Life is pretty variable, and for some people winning in life is just simply being content with the present. Which is also a double-edged sword for obsessed people, because if you're so focused on this path, you might end up missing out on a lot of things that's just happening around you. It's a give and take, and it depends on your values and your priorities. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to drink your water. Bye!